Welcome to Kiss and Tell Stories. Enjoy the story and have a great time listening. I'm a famous actress, fearless, outspoken, and totally unbothered by the rules of the entertainment industry. I live by one motto: a true woman settles every score. If I hate you, I'll say it straight to your face. No losing sleep over grudges here. Naturally, this also means I'm the queen of anti-fams. Every day, there's someone out there praying I just disappear from the spotlight. Today, I got dragged onto a variety show where the mission was to review a compilation video of the hottest internet heartthrobs. Right before filming, my manager rolled his eyes so hard he nearly begged me to dial it back. To make things worse, the MC deliberately invited Tina Clark, my nemesis, to appear alongside me. She's the textbook White Lotus, that fake, pure type who made a name for herself by publicly calling me out. She pretends to be all elegant and virtuous, while quietly stomping me down at every turn. Fine. For the sake of my career, I told myself I'd endure it. But the moment the video started, I choked and literally spat out my drink. Who the hell edited this video? That night, with nothing but my mouth, I single-handedly roasted 3 of Beijing's biggest figures. This one? Terrible fashion sense. That one? Looks like his brain's a bit slow. And this one? His kissing technique is just tragic. Everyone thought I was done for. They were just waiting to see me blacklisted and kicked out of the industry. What a joke. Those 3? One's my older brother. One's my younger brother. And the last one is my emotionally stunted husband. Am I not allowed to criticize them? The show asked me to evaluate handsome men. But why the hell are all the faces I'm sick of looking at? In the video, 3 men appear one after another. A powerful heir who controls a top-tier conglomerate. A superstar actor with unmatched fame and awards. And finally, a cold crown prince type who just returned from overseas. As soon as the video ended, the camera panned directly to me and Tina Clark. She put on her usual demure act, eyes sparkling with admiration as she gushed. They all exude such an irresistible aura, combining every quality of the perfect man. It's truly hard to look away. I think it's impossible not to feel a little moved. I'm a fan of all 3. It was the perfect line, flawless. Flattery that managed to fangirl. Just enough while subtly elevating the status of the 3 most elite figures in the country. Then it was my turn. I remembered my manager's death glare warning earlier and sighed. All right, I'll keep it mild. I pointed at the young heir of the conglomerate. This one? His fashion sense is awful. I glanced toward the A-list actor. This one, kinda. Not that bright. Finally, I turned my gaze to the cold crown prince and slowly nodded. This one's kissing technique? Still super amateur. The moment the words left my mouth, the studio was plunged into absolute deafening silence. I blinked. Oh, come on. Was that really that shocking? The MC stared at me, wide-eyed. Do you even know who you just critiqued? I nodded, completely unfazed. Of course I do. I mean, I see their faces every day, how could I not? The MC completely gave up on salvaging the situation. Meanwhile, down in the audience, my manager looked like the sky had just fallen. That night, the clip from the show went viral in no time. The hashtag Evelyn Robinson, dissing others, shot straight to the top of the trending searches. My manager was on the verge of collapse, bombarding me with messages. I told you to tone it down. Do you even realize who you just insulted? Those are 3 of the most powerful men in high society. They could blacklist you any second. I replied, confused. But I was being gentle. Normally when I roast them, I don't even pause to breathe. Right then, Tina Clark suddenly posted on Rainbow. Some people really cling to drama like it's oxygen. Oh great. Here we go again, she's throwing shade at me. All that's missing now is for her to actually be me. That single post instantly set the internet ablaze. Netizens flooded the comment section, eager to gossip. This woman's got guts. She really just offended 3 major figures like it's nothing. Evelyn Robinson is done for this time, just wait. She's about to get blacklisted and quietly disappear from showbiz. She even dissed the Crown Prince's kissing skills. Like she's actually kissed him or something. Evelyn Robinson, Get out of the entertainment industry. Nobody wants drama chasers like you around. Reading all that nearly gave me high blood pressure. Tina Clark was really trying to step on me just to elevate herself. No freaking way. I grabbed my phone and jumped into the battlefield myself, using my main account. I commented directly under Tina Clark's post. You out of your mind? Talking nonsense again? Then I enthusiastically clapped back at all the netizens criticizing me. Who said I'm chasing drama? I'm just telling the truth. And as for that kissing thing, what a coincidence. I actually have kissed the crown prince. Before going to bed. I even took a screenshot of the trending post. Evelyn Robinson dissing people, and sent it straight to our family group chat. Both my older brother and younger brother responded immediately, giving the post a like to show that my comments hadn't affected them at all. Those two? One's a full-on big sister simp. The other's a younger brother simp. My older brother, who has awful fashion sense, joined the entertainment industry just to support me, and somehow ended up becoming a major player. My younger brother, not exactly the brightest bulb, also entered the scene because of me and exploded into fame overnight. The only reason I've kept my real identity hidden is because I just want a peaceful life. No need to go too deep into the spotlight. Suddenly, someone tagged me in the group chat. It was my husband, the same guy I'd just roasted for poor kissing skills. He'd just returned from abroad but was still away on a business trip. Wife, how come you gave those two a task and left me out? I remembered that comment from a netizen accusing me of clout-chasing with my own husband, both annoyed and amused. So I deliberately jabbed back at him. You don't even have an official account. How could I possibly clout-chase you? Then I casually turned off my phone and went to bed, thinking the whole thing would just blow over. Who would have thought it would explode even more the next day? Early the next morning, I was still half asleep when my phone started ringing like crazy. It was my manager sobbing dramatically over the line. It's over, Evelyn Robinson. We're really done this time. Her yelling gave me a headache. She told me, hurry up and check online. Once I got online, I finally realized what had happened. Last night, I asked my older brother and younger brother to like the post titled, Evelyn Robinson disses everyone, just to prove that my words didn't affect them at all. But to the internet, it took on a completely different meaning. These two both liked the post. That's them marking Evelyn Robinson for vengeance. She's toast now, just wait until the young master of the conglomerate blacklists her, and the movie King's fans drag her into oblivion. She was so smug last night, look at her now. If it had just ended there, it might still be salvageable. But the biggest bombshell was this. The #1 most trending headline. The Crown Prince of Beijing's elite circles, William Garcia, had just followed Evelyn Robinson. My right eyelid won't stop twitching. Damn it, that brat William Garcia. He actually went and created an account in the middle of the night. And the only person he followed was me. Following the logic of netizens right now. Doesn't that just scream that he's targeting me for revenge? I opened my phone to see a flood of messages from William Garcia starting from last night. Wifey, I made an account and followed you right away. Even though you didn't assign me anything. I still like the post just like Big Bro and Second Bro. So? Did I do good? Huh? Why aren't you replying to me? I was so overwhelmed I nearly blacked out. I took a deep breath and opened the family group chat to start a video call. By then, both my older and younger brothers had already heard about the situation online. They looked at me with worried eyes and immediately began offering ideas. Big Bro, I'm pulling out our household registry right now. Let's see who still dares to run their mouth. Little Bro, I'll leak the story of how you used to go to parent-teacher conferences for me. Let's see who dares to slander you then. William Garcia stayed silent for 2 seconds, and then dropped a bomb. I'll post our marriage certificate and let everyone know I'm the real lovesick fool here. My silence at that moment would have shaken the heavens. As expected, I had scolded him way too lightly last night. If they actually went through with all this, how the hell was I supposed to survive in showbiz after that? I had only entered the industry in the first place because I planned to quietly wait out the contract. That's why I'd become a mid-tier actress, neither super famous nor totally irrelevant. If this identity were ever exposed, thanks But no thanks, I didn't need that kind of explosive fame. You guys don't need to do anything. Just stay quiet. Eventually, in a few days, once netizens saw that I was still alive and well, they'd lose interest. Silence was always the best strategy, especially when facing a mob of netizens working up into a frenzy. A few days of lying low, and my life would go back to normal. But of course, someone just had to go and throw themselves into the fire. Tina Clark started her act again. There's no way she was going to pass up a golden chance to trample on me and boost herself. That night, who knows how much money Tina Clark spent hiring paid trolls to smear my name. She stirred up clueless netizens and led them in a wave of hate, flooding my page with insults. Some even created a super thread titled, "Has Evelyn Robinson left the entertainment industry yet today?" My anger flared instantly. I immediately created a counter-thread. Evelyn Robinson still hasn't left the entertainment industry today. Because of this whole scandal, the few endorsement deals I had were all cancelled. The film projects I've been attached to, gone. Meanwhile, Tina Clark gained a massive influx of fans thanks to her high EQ remarks on that variety show. Suddenly, she was flooded with resources, advertising deals rolled in one after another. In no time, she was basking in the limelight. My brother asked, "Want me to invest in a movie and make you the female lead?" I waved my hands frantically. No, no, no. Days without a packed schedule are paradise. My younger brother wanted to drag me into filming something with him to boost my popularity. I firmly refused. He could keep his Best Actor title. With the size of his fan base, if things went sideways, they might rip me to shreds. At that point, William Garcia came back from his business trip. He stayed home with me, holding me while whining. Was I really that bad at kissing? I think I've improved a lot. Want to test it out and see? That night, he personally cooked dinner and even posted a photo of it. In the photo, his wedding ring on the ring finger of his left hand was clearly visible. A sharp-eyed fan immediately noticed. That's a luxury brand wedding ring. Not long after, Tina Clark posted a new update. She attached 2 photos, one of her with her head lowered while eating, and the other a close-up of her right hand, showing a ring on her ring finger that looked identical to William Garcia's. Her caption was laced with implication. "As long as it's from you, I'll love it." These 2 posts instantly stirred up a storm of debate online. Tina Clark's move was practically a relationship announcement. Matching rings, a meal photo, and that suggestive caption, it was all too obvious. In no time, fans of the imagined couple Tina Clark times William Garcia exploded in number. The idea of a romance between a superstar actress and the heir of a powerful family was too irresistible. Never expected the heiress of a Chable family to be my idol. No wonder the prince keeps his wife so secret, it's Tina Clark. Now that I think back to her shy glances on the show, it all makes sense. I approve of this marriage. Reading all this, I was so furious I nearly smashed my phone. What? Now she's trying to steal my husband. What's next? She's going to replace me altogether. Meanwhile, William Garcia was completely oblivious to the chaos online. He cheerfully ladled soup into my bowl and asked why I wasn't eating. I set my chopsticks down, grabbed his hand, placed it next to mine, and snapped a picture, our fingers interlaced, wedding rings prominently displayed. Still not satisfied, I stormed into the bedroom, yanked open a drawer, and pulled out 9 more wedding ring sets. All of them were ones William Garcia had given me when we got married. He even boldly declared at the time, "Every one of your 10 fingers should have a ring." I pulled William Garcia over and made him wear the rings with me. Both of our hands were soon covered in glittering diamond rings. HMPH. Tina Clark wants to cling to me, huh? Fine. If she's so good, let's see her whip out 10 wedding ring sets before talking to me. I carefully edited the photo and posted it online, waiting to see Tina Clark get slapped in the face by the truth. A few minutes later, I got over 99 notification messages. William Garcia had been banished to do the dishes, while I sat alone on the sofa scrolling through the internet. 2 seconds later, I screamed so loudly it shook the whole house. Seriously, Have these netizens been possessed? Right under the post I had just uploaded, Tina Clark had the audacity to comment, "Wow, your Photoshop skills are impressive." The comment section exploded immediately. Everyone was siding with Tina Clark, mocking me for editing the photo just to latch onto someone else's fame. Some even accused me of being a homewrecker, trying to ruin the relationship of the Crown Prince. L.O. Evelyn Robinson must have spent a ton on that Photoshop job. Gotta say though, that hand does kind of look like the prince's. I almost believed it. With Evelyn's status, there's no way she could afford all that jewelry. Probably just knockoffs from some sketchy online store. You're shameless. The man's clearly in love, and you're still trying to butt in as the third wheel. Great, just great. My eyes have been opened today. The IQ of this fanbase is truly concerning. Honestly, it all just proves that old saying, you can't wake up a bunch of dead pigs pretending to sleep. William Garcia and I had been married for 2 years already, but we never went public because we didn't want to be bothered by the outside world. I never imagined that choice would one day become a double-edged sword, stabbing me in the back. Tina Clark was probably trying to take advantage of this situation, to stir the pot and paint herself in a good light. It was only at that moment that I began to reflect. All this time, I had fallen into a cycle of constantly trying to prove myself, step by step being led by the nose by Dong Fan, because she had the upper hand. The netizens naturally believed her version of the story. If this kept going, it was clearly unsustainable. Once I figured that out, it felt like a light had switched on in my head. Without hesitation, I immediately called my brother. "Hey, can you invest in a variety show?" "No, wait, just make me a guest. And make sure to invite Tina Clark too." Then I texted my younger brother. "Didn't you always want to visit a film set? I'm filming a show in a few days. I'll send you the time and location." After handling those matters, I turned to William Garcia. "Get the marriage certificate. You've been hiding under your pillow like a precious treasure." William froze for a second, then his eyes lit up with joy. "Evelyn Robinson, does this mean I can finally go public? I get to have an official title now." This love-struck maniac. I tried to act mysterious and squeezed his hand tightly. From this moment forward, I would no longer avoid or hide who I really was. The old Evelyn Robinson who just waited passively for her contract to end no longer exists. The new Evelyn Robinson will take back everything that belongs to her. This was a battle I had to win. When my manager called excitedly to inform me that I'd been invited to join the variety show, I kept a calm expression, as if I had already predicted this outcome. Still, my manager anxiously tried to advise me. "Evelyn Robinson, times have changed. Tina Clark and the Crown Prince are very close now. On the show, you'd better avoid provoking her. This might be the last stage of your career, cherish it." I waved my hand and gave a faint smile. "Sis, what if this ends up being a brand new beginning for my career? Between me and Tina Clark, who's going down? That's still up in the air." I stared straight at Tina Clark. She was standing in front of the camera, her face glowing as if bathed in spring breeze, happily giving an interview. Ever since she deliberately created a misunderstanding to make everyone believe she had something to do with the Crown Prince, her career had skyrocketed. A perfect example of borrowing power to intimidate others. That's exactly why, when I asked my brother to invest in a variety show and invited her to join, she didn't suspect a thing and immediately agreed. After the interview ended, Tina Clark purposely walked over to me, her voice dripping with smugness. "Evelyn Robinson, you can't beat me. From now on, even carrying my shoes will be out of your league, let alone acting in the same project." Looking at her gloating little villain expression, I honestly felt nauseated. I didn't bother to hide my disdain and rolled my eyes a few times. "You keep walking by the river. Don't expect your shoes to stay dry. Tina Clark, don't play with fire unless you're ready to get burned." Tina Clark burst out laughing, as if I had just told the funniest joke in the world. "You think someone like you can threaten me? Just one sentence from me and you'll be banished from the entertainment industry forever. Oh wow, look at you get a little spotlight and suddenly you think you're ready to run your own empire. I replied sarcastically. With the way she was acting, anyone who didn't know better would think she was some kind of big shot. She actually dared to stand in front of me and threaten me. I raised an eyebrow and deliberately pretended to be terrified. "Oh no, I'm so scared." "Then go ahead and make your move, don't keep me waiting too long." I smiled widely at her, even tossed in a few exaggerated winks, just to piss her off to the point of madness. And sure enough, she stormed away in a rage, unable to bear it. Watching Tina Clark's furious figure storm off filled me with intense satisfaction. I finally realized, people like her don't deserve courtesy. Didn't she care the most about her public image? Then I'd make sure she completely lost face in front of the public. Whatever she valued most, I'd make sure she lost it. This variety show was funded by my brother, so the entire script was in my hands. The show adopted a live broadcast format, allowing real-time interaction with viewers, a detail that had been kept completely secret from the guest lineup. So Tina Clark was still dreaming, thinking this whole show was specially arranged by the company to promote her. When it came time to assign tasks, I deliberately swapped the task cards. I changed Tina Clark's card to one that would send her crawling through a muddy swamp for hundreds of meters, just to earn a reward. Meanwhile, I got to relax indoors, playing chess and sipping tea. When she heard the results of the assignment, Tina Clark's face turned pale. She immediately confronted the crew and demanded a change. I gave the director a slight nod, signaling him to agree. But then I secretly switched her task card again. This time, Tina Clark eagerly drew her new card, only for her expression to darken even more than before. The new task was to clean a stinky pigsty, an even worse job than crawling through the swamp. As for me, I was even more carefree this round. I didn't have to do anything at all and was granted a direct pass to the next round. Tina opened her mouth as if she wanted to say something, but in the end, she stayed silent. Probably because she was furious at me, but too scared she might end up with an even worse task if she pushed her luck. So she gritted her teeth and accepted it. Watching her face turn red and dark with frustration, I almost burst out laughing. This is the power of status. This is what it feels like to hold the upper hand. Back then, I was so foolish. My brother had all these resources for me, but I refused them, and instead went toe-to-toe with Tina Clark. It was like abandoning a watermelon to pick up sesame seeds. But how could someone like Tina Clark obediently complete such a task? With her arrogance, there was no way she'd clean a pigsty. She didn't even bother pretending in front of the camera. She turned directly to the cameraman and said, "Cut this part out later. Just grab some similar footage online and splice it in. No one's allowed to say a word, or I guarantee none of you will find work in this industry again." Got it? She didn't realize that every word she said was being broadcast live across the internet. She didn't do anything yet still claimed she'd completed the task. To sell the lie, she even went to take a shower and didn't dry herself off, pretending it was sweat. In front of the camera, she panted as if she'd been through hell, even started whining. I almost hurt myself trying not to laugh. I deliberately walked up to her and said loudly, "Oh? But how come I don't smell any sweat on you?" Her face froze. "That's because I took a shower before coming back." "Oh, is that so?" I blinked at her. "But earlier you said it was sweat. So, you were lying?" Sincerity really is the deadliest weapon. At this moment, the livestream screen was flooded with comments. People were starting to see through Tina Clark. She really was putting on an act. She didn't lift a finger but still acted like she'd been through so much, even going as far as to threaten the cameraman to cut the footage. If it weren't a live stream, we'd probably all have been fooled by her. Does she think the audience is stupid or something? Evelyn Robinson was the smart one. Just 2 sentences and Tina Clark was left speechless. Damn, I'm starting to like Evelyn Robinson now. Somebody snap me out of this. Same here. Someone else chimed in. Just then, a staff member suddenly rushed in and shouted, "Robinson, the best actor, is here to visit the set." Oh, my little brother arrived. Right on time, perfect for adding fuel to the fire and publicly roasting Tina Clark. On the outside, my brother's a cold and aloof film emperor. But in reality, he's a total sister-obsessed maniac. I said his brain's a bit slow before. And it's not without reason. This guy once scored lower on a math test than his own shoe size. I was so humiliated I had to attend the parent-teacher meeting for him and nearly lost all face. How could I not be mad? When word got out that Robinson the Best Actor was here, Tina Clark's eyes lit up. I instantly knew she was about to pull the old accidental encounter stunt again. After all, her high-Q remarks on a previous show left quite an impression, and many of my brother's fans were blinded by her charm. She gained a lot of benefits from that. Now that the main character had arrived, there was no way she was going to let this opportunity slip by. Just as expected, before my brother had even finished speaking with the director, Tina Clark had already quietly walked over to the two of them. Holding a bottle of water in her hand, she gently said, "Mr. Robinson, the weather's really hot. Please take a break." My brother glanced at her without a word and continued discussing work with the director. She was completely ignored, but that didn't discourage her one bit. She kept clinging to my brother and even secretly whispered to the cameraman, "Make sure to take some pictures of me from good angles later, okay? They need to look like I have a close relationship with Robinson the Best Actor." The cameraman held the camera in silence, but he was probably dying of laughter on the inside. Tina Clark had no idea that her attempt to fabricate a couple image had been fully exposed to the public. The cold, elegant persona she had worked so hard to build had likely shattered into 100 pieces by now. Speaking of which, I suddenly remembered an old post Tina Clark made, where she indirectly mocked me saying something like, "Some people just love seeking attention, how disgusting." Well, now it's time for some poetic justice. I imagined my brother's fanbase tens of millions of followers across the internet. It wouldn't even take a second for them to completely tear Tina Clark apart. As expected, the live stream instantly exploded. At first, Tina Clark's fans still tried to do some damage control for her lie. But before they could patch one crack, another and even bigger one had already burst open. Not even God could save her now. Everyone in the industry knows how fierce Robinson the Best Actor's fans are. Their reputation as online warriors isn't just for show. Last time, Tina Clark even publicly claimed to be a fan of my brother and earned herself quite a bit of goodwill. But now, right in front of the camera, she shamelessly planned out a fake couple narrative. Forget the fans, even casual internet users couldn't stomach her anymore. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. She shaded Evelyn Robinson before, calling her disgusting for trying to get attention. And now look who's the real disgusting one. I was telling myself earlier that I'd just go from being her fan to a neutral bystander. But nope, I'm full-on anti now. Get lost and stop clinging to Robinson, the Best Actor. Have you even looked in the mirror to see what lead you're in? Exactly. Be like Evelyn Robinson, know your place and keep your distance from him. That's what respecting boundaries looks like. But then, in the very next second, the comment section took a sharp turn. What? What the hell is going on? Why is Robinson the Best Actor walking toward Evelyn Robinson? He's probably going to confront her. She dared to talk smack about him on live television. At first, I was just standing off to the side with my arms crossed, enjoying the show. But suddenly, I heard my brother's voice ring out. "Where's Evelyn Robinson?" Tina Clark's eyes instantly lit up, though she tried hard to suppress the excitement in them. She feigned innocence and asked sweetly, "Mr. Robinson, why are you looking for Evelyn Robinson?" But my brother didn't even bother responding to her. He came here to visit me, but somehow got dragged into dealing with Tina Clark for half the day, despite her having nothing to do with him. Still, Tina Clark didn't seem the least bit upset. In her mind, she thought she was being smart and perceptive. She guessed confidently, I know. It must be because of Evelyn Robinson's comment about you on that last show. I'll go bring her over to apologize right away." She turned and walked toward me, her expression smug, as if victory was already hers. With her back to everyone else, her voice oozed arrogance. "Evelyn Robinson, there's no way out for you this time. Robinson the Best Actor came to deal with you personally. Let's see where you'll run now." I laughed, curled a finger to beckon her closer, and asked, "Tell me, what's my last name?" Without a second thought, Tina Clark scoffed with disdain and replied, "T. So what if it's the same? Evelyn Robinson. Don't think that just because you share a surname, you can fantasize about having some kind of relationship with Robinson, the best actor." I thought to myself, what a coincidence. Not only are we acquainted, we're siblings by blood. She thought Robinson, the best actor, came to embarrass me. So of course she didn't want to miss the chance to witness my humiliation firsthand. That's why she stuck close to me, practically dragging me over to my brother and speaking, in a tone full of smug self-congratulation. "Mr. Robinson, this is Evelyn Robinson, the one who criticized you on the show last time. Oh, and just now she even had the nerve to claim she's related to you. Doesn't even know her place and still dares to dream above her station." I looked at her like she was a complete fool. Saying that in front of a guy with a hardcore sister complex? Inwardly, I lit a candle for her. Her IQ was truly alarming. Sure enough, the moment my brother heard that, his gaze turned icy as he stared Tina Clark down. It was the kind of look that could eat someone alive. Tina Clark instinctively trembled, but still hadn't figured out what was going on. I let out a yawn. Standing for too long made my back a bit sore. Immediately, my brother ordered the staff to bring over a chair. Everyone on set, including Tina Clark, assumed the chair was for him. But when they saw me casually sit down in it, they were all dumbfounded. Someone immediately scolded me. "Evelyn Robinson. That chair's for Robinson, the best actor. What gives you the right to sit in it?" Tina Clark gave me a smug, mocking smile, dripping with meaning. "There's a limit to clout-chasing, you know. He's standing right here, and you're already trying to steal his seat." I looked at my brother and asked, "Should I give the seat back to you?" Everyone held their breath, waiting to see Robinson, the best actor's reaction. Would he explode and scold me? Would he have me thrown off the set? Tina Clark could barely contain the gleam of anticipation in her eyes. But in the very next moment, everyone was stunned into silence. They watched in disbelief as Robinson, the best actor, stood beside me, respectfully massaging my shoulders and tapping my legs. If he had a tail, it would have been wagging so hard it might have taken off. "Sis, is the pressure okay? Sis, I already ordered fruit and bubble tea for you. Someone's also on the way to pick up the pastries from that shop you love. Sis, why aren't you saying anything? Did I mess up somewhere?" I waved him off. "All right, that's enough. You can go now." Everyone was frozen in place. Their jaws were practically hitting the floor. And as for Tina Clark, she froze on the spot, completely stunned. Her mouth hung open and her trembling finger pointed at me as she stammered, "Evelyn Robinson, you. She absolutely hadn't expected it. The Robinson best actor, the man she thought would publicly humiliate me, turned out to be my younger brother. I shrugged, raising my hands like it wasn't a big deal. "Well, I told you I'm a Robinson, didn't I? You just didn't listen and insisted on making a fool of yourself. What was I supposed to do?" I wasn't about to waste my time stopping someone so determined to self-destruct. Not only was the entire production crew in shock, but so were the viewers watching the live stream. The chat exploded. WTF did I just hear? Evelyn Robinson is the biological sister of Robinson, the best actor. Oh my god, they really do share the same last name. Tina Clark tried to drive a wedge between them, only to find out they're actually siblings. Karma hit back real fast. I'm shocked. Evelyn Robinson hid it so well. Wait. So when she criticized Robinson, the best actor on that show, she was really criticizing her own brother. Does she have even more secrets we don't know about? My brother didn't stay long since he had work to get back to. But after publicly confirming our sibling relationship, he left behind a massive shockwave. Even my manager called me while still in a daze, half in disbelief. Evelyn Robinson. You're really Robinson, the best actor's sister. Am I dreaming right now? I calmly reassured her. Just get used to it. You'll get used to it. Maybe I've just always kept a low profile. But why did everyone look so thunderstruck? Anyway, whatever they say, this feeling of slapping someone in the face publicly, absolutely euphoric. I used to be such an idiot. always trying to prove myself in front of Tina Clark and the others. But all of this has always belonged to me. There's no need to explain. Just lay it all on the table and let them see for themselves. That's way more convincing. Yeah, I really was an idiot before. After everything was over, I headed back to the hotel feeling fantastic only to run into Tina Clark on the way. Ever since she found out I was Robinson, the best actor's sister, she'd been in denial all afternoon. She glared at me, gritting her teeth. I didn't expect you to have some kind of background. But let me tell you, Evelyn Robinson, you'll never beat me. Is this girl unhinged? Why is she still clinging to me and losing her mind? And what's with the some kind of background line? I thought back to the high society galas I'd attended. In this industry, who would dare talk to me like that? I simply saw Tina Clark as a mad dog barking nonsense and couldn't even be bothered to respond. I was just about to step into the elevator when I suddenly heard her say, "I'm the legal wife of Crown Prince William Garcia." That title alone is enough for me to get him to blacklist you. Excuse me, whose wife? William Garcia. The same man who cuddles me to sleep every night and hides our marriage certificate under his pillow like it's a treasure. Maybe the look on my face was just too dumbfounded. But in Tina Clark's eyes, it clearly turned into fear and panic. She flipped her hair confidently and looked at me with smug superiority. What? Scared now? I'm his legal wife, not some attention-seeking fame chaser like you. William Garcia is coming to see me tonight. I'll even livestream it. Evelyn Robinson, even if you regret it now, it's already too late. Then she walked off, leaving me standing in the wind with a mind completely tangled in confusion. The way she spoke, her tone and demeanor all so confident it didn't even feel like she was lying. Could it be? She really knows William Garcia? No way. Frowning, I rushed back to my room and immediately texted William Garcia. Exactly how many wives do you have? Less than 2 seconds after I hit send, there was a frantic knock on the door. When I opened it, I saw William Garcia, covered in travel dust, standing outside. It looked like he had come straight from a business trip without even stopping to rest. He was holding a huge bouquet of roses and was clearly about to pounce on me for a hug. I stepped aside to dodge him and looked at him seriously. Answer me first, how many wives do you have? William Garcia froze for 2 seconds, the bouquet stiff in his hands. Then his voice suddenly carried a hint of grievance. I only have one. Evelyn Robinson. Unless... Do you want a new husband? Please don't. Did I do something wrong? Just tell me. I'll fix it, I promise. Seeing William Garcia's aggrieved expression, I suddenly felt a twinge of guilt. I forgot that William Garcia wasn't just a hopeless romantic, he was also completely obsessed with Evelyn Robinson. I told him everything that had just happened with Tina Clark. After hearing it all, William Garcia immediately let out a cold laugh, pulled out his phone, and called the company's legal department. Prepare the documents to sue Tina Clark for defamation and damaging my reputation. I quickly grabbed his hand to stop him. Wait, let's see what other tricks she's planning first. That evening, Tina Clark really did go live on a live stream. I was curious to see what kind of stunt she'd try this time. No need to use a fake account. I logged in with my main one and entered her live stream room directly. The moment she saw me, Tina Clark smugly raised her voice on purpose. Oh, look who's here, it's Evelyn Robinson. Still trying to cling to me for attention and steal someone else's man. William Garcia will be appearing tonight too. He's coming to support me. I suggest you give up your delusions now. I didn't react at all, but the man sitting right next to me, William Garcia, clenched his fists in fury. She's blatantly making things up. How dare she use my name to insult you? I patted his shoulder and raised an eyebrow with a smirk. You already know she's lying, so what's there to get angry about? I want to see how she plans to clean up the mess after putting on such a big show. The bigger she made the scene now, the more humiliating it would be when the truth slapped her in the face later. Sure enough, the number of viewers in Tina Clark's livestream shot up rapidly. Everyone was eagerly pushing her to bring out William Garcia. After all, William Garcia was a figure who moved in elite circles and rarely made public appearances. Could it be that Tina Clark really is the wife of someone from a powerful family? Nonsense. That's the crown prince we're talking about. Who would dare make that up unless they have a death wish? Hurry up. Let me witness this for myself. Tina Clark deliberately dragged things out to stir curiosity. It took her a while before she finally said, "All right then. I'll let everyone meet my husband now." She turned the camera to the man sitting next to her. He looked decent enough, not too bad looking. And his outfit wasn't shabby either. When he realized he was being filmed, he frowned in discomfort. "I'm not in a position to reveal my identity. But isn't this what everyone wanted to see?" That one line made everyone believe Tina Clark was really connected to William Garcia. The comment section exploded. "They look so good together. This feels like a romance novel come to life. Wow, the Crown Prince's wife is actually Tina Clark." I couldn't help but laugh and typed a comment. Fake. Tina Clark immediately noticed my comment. Wanting to humiliate me in front of millions of viewers, she invited me to join the livestream for a face-to-face conversation. "Evelyn Robinson, what proof do you have to call it fake?" I replied with a calm smirk. "Because I've met the real one." Tina Clark snorted, her tone full of mockery. "Not just anyone gets to meet the Crown Prince. Even though I only met him by chance, it was pure luck. Hardly anyone knows what he looks like. Some people just won't cry until they see the coffin. Because so few people knew what he actually looked like. It made it easier for her to be deceived by an imposter." I didn't waste another word, and simply raised the camera to show the marriage certificate between me and William Garcia. What the hell? Evelyn Robinson is married? That really is her name, and William Garcia's on the certificate. Wait, so who's the real one here? The moment Tina Clark saw the red certificate booklet, her face turned ghostly pale, but she quickly adjusted her expression, trying to stay calm. "You even went as far as forging a marriage certificate. There's just no saving you." But in the next second, a flood of notifications popped up on the screen. "Chairman of the Robinson Corporation has joined the livestream. Best Actor Robinson has joined the livestream. William Garcia has joined the livestream. Oh, my backup squad is here." All 3 accounts were verified official accounts. So when they commented, their messages appeared with a special on-screen effect. Moments later, every viewer in the livestream could see their messages. Nathan Robinson. Heard someone's bullying my sister and even impersonating my brother-in-law? Robinson the movie king. Told you, my sister is Evelyn Robinson. My brother-in-law is William Garcia. Where'd you find this third-rate actor? He's not even good-looking. William Garcia. Our legal team has already submitted the lawsuit. I am the husband of Evelyn Robinson. I sighed internally. These guys really know how to make an entrance. Seems like all the criticism I threw at them before was way too mild. Tina Clark's face turned completely white in an instant, as if all the blood had drained from her. She desperately tried to salvage the situation, signaling the man next to her to say something. He tried his best to stay in character, continuing to insist that he was the real crown prince. Even after everything, she still refused to accept the truth, still clinging to the fantasy she created for herself. But the millions watching the live stream weren't idiots. They no longer believed her, just finished watching the ultimate face slap moment. So it turns out Evelyn Robinson is actually the younger sister of the chairman, the biological sister of film Emperor Robinson, and the wife of the crown prince. Oh my God, she's literally living the dream I've always wanted. So everything she said in that past show was genuine, not fake at all. I finally get it now. Turns out we were the real clowns all along. Now that my true identity was completely exposed, I decided to just let things be. Let people do whatever they want. With my older brother backing me, the idea that I wouldn't have access to resources just doesn't exist. But seriously, bro, could you tone it down a little? Your blood-related sister really doesn't want to be this busy. After fans of film Emperor Robinson found out I was his real sister, their attitudes shifted immediately. Like idol, like fans, they all turned into overprotective sister fans. My relationship with William Garcia was officially made public too. Everyone now knows he's a full-blown obsessive lover. Wherever I go to film, William Garcia is guaranteed to appear. His support vehicle follows me from one set to another. People even started spreading the word. If you see William Garcia's support van, it means that the drama has backing from Evelyn Robinson's brother. Production quality definitely won't be bad. Some fans even deliberately show up, just to take pictures and check in with William Garcia's van. William Garcia got visibly annoyed, his face cold and voice grumbling. This support vehicle is something I prepared for my wife. What right do you all have to come check in with it? If you want to steal my wife, just say it straight. I was speechless, completely fed up. My fans were already used to this kind of scene. In fact, they even started calling William Garcia wifey's baby. As for Tina Clark, she couldn't handle the blow. Her mental state completely collapsed. She truly became a beautiful, but mentally unstable woman. That's why they say, you can't keep pretending to be someone you're not. Sooner or later, you'll reap what you sow. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to hear more great stories as soon as they're released.